Hey all you cool cats and kittens, Carole Baskin here. Today, I'm here to talk to you guys about the disappearance of my husband, Don Lewis. One night, Don said to me, I'm going to be going to Costa Rica early the next morning, which wasn't out of the usual, and then he was never to be seen again. Many people, like Joe Exotic, Doc Antle, all speculate that I fed my husband to tigers. That couldn't be further from the truth. That is disgusting. Who could ever say that? It's just hilarious. I don't understand. I did not feed my husband to tigers. A tiger's stomach could never digest a human bone. It can barely digest a turkey bone. It's just ridiculous that people would even think that. The night I met Don Lewis, I was in a fight with my first husband. I actually had to throw a potato at him to get across the kitchen and just bolt out the door. In a lot of ways, I'm like the big cats that I rescue. I pace when I'm stressed out. There I was, walking down Nebraska Street at about 2 a.m. I see a man driving a Silverado. I let him pass me a few times after he'd already asked me to get into his car. I would never get into a stranger's car at 2 a.m. until finally there was a gun on the passenger seat. And he told me that I could hold a gun on him. He just needed somebody to talk to. So of course, I jump in the truck. I hold a loaded gun on a stranger. What sane person wouldn't do that? He was 22 years my senior. That night, we spent the night in a hotel together, and that's where we fell in love. He left his wife and his kids for me. Don had lots of money. He opened that big cat rescue to save animals. He bought lynxes, he bought jaguars, he bought tigers. There was no cat too small or too big. They were our pets. We loved them. I still love them. After we had bought so many from the live auctions, nobody was killing any more cats. We had saved them. No one knew how much money Don Lewis actually had. He could have had $10 million. He could have had $20 million. He could have had $15 million. He buried it. He hid it because he didn't want me to know how much he had. But joke's on him, because now I know. He put so much money into the zoo. He spent so much money on the animals. He would buy them delicious meals that humans would eat. And I'm not going to say any names, but some people like to buy expired meats from Walmart dumpsters. And that's just, it's so bad for their teeth. It makes them so soft. Ridiculous. I'm not even going to talk about it. He loved spending time with me. He saved me. He was just such a great man. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for supporting the big cat rescue. He'll be missed by some. By the way, if I actually wanted to kill him, I would have covered his body in sardine oil and fed him to the tigers. Thanks.
Thing was fine, just as sweet as wine, but her husband went and disappeared. But then it got a little crazy, it got a little hazy, and the cops said there's something wrong here.